It's a GFL Friday, and I know it's how you wanted to start your day with just a little bit of bonus brunch with the tour coverage. But as we iron out some kinks here, we're up and going to 6:03. That's when you expect us. So that bonus is what you got right there. And we're not oblivious. We understand what's top of mind here on a GFL Friday. So thanks for being up and at 'em with us. So let me tell you how it went down for me last night. Oh, I watched my Hawks do the most un-Atlanta thing and pull out another 1-point win over the Knicks, make clutch plays both offensively and defensively late. I can't explain it. I'm a lifelong Atlanta fan. We blow 28-3 leads in Super Bowls and, the 2-0 leads in World Series and you name it. I don't have that on my bingo card. Back-to-back 1-point wins now for the Hawks, but I digress. So the Hawks game ends, I don't know, 9:30. And I'm flipping through the drafts at the time, and I'm not going to sit here till the end. But I go off to bed, laying there, reliving this basketball excitement in my head. Gonna have a nice, peaceful rest. Oh, it would have been a lot different had that shot not gone in. But anyway, I digress. So I lay there in bed, and my thought is, I feel a little bit like a kid at Christmas. I just had a great Christmas Eve, and I'm just sitting here wondering what old Santa Jimmy's going to bring me in the morning. I'm curious if they're going to be aggressive enough to make their way into the bottom of the first round. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to see if I got a present, and again, a present meaning breaking information. Well, my first times when I got up, my phone's dead silent. Not a flurry of texts. If the Jags had made moves, there had been texts coming left and right. So that told me what I needed to know at that point. But I did go ahead and scroll down just to, I guess, wait. I saw Jadarian Price, who reports out there had the Jaguars interested in. The running back from Notre Dame. Bookend running backs for Notre Dame. They go number 3 overall, Jeremiah Love. That's part of the overall draft storyline. We'll get to that. But Jadarian Price, sits there. The Seahawks lost Kenneth Walker. They're sitting there at 32. They know Jadarian Price is a good back. Why am I going to take a second rounder and a couple more draft picks and give them to somebody else? And we always said it's not just what you're willing to do, how aggressive you're willing to be to get up into that spot. You got to have a willing partner there. Man, there was a lot of wheeling and dealing, though. I think, did we end up with 7? I think it was 7 teams had multiple first-round picks. 6 teams with multiple first-round picks. I mean, that's almost half the draft was taken up by 6 teams because one of those, the Jets, had 3 picks. So what, 13 of the 32 went to 6 teams last night, and as always, there were surprises, and we'll get to those. I'd like to continue the focus, though, off the get-go with the Jags, and I think they're sitting here in a real good spot, man. Just about everybody we've seen projected to the Jaguars in round 2 of mock drafts is sitting there, and we'll sort through the player pool for you. What position you want, man? Because I'll get you a guy right now at 56 that's going to fit some need. Other than I think running back, I don't think any running backs will compel an NFL team to draft him in round 2. I really don't. And I bet the Seahawks took a bunch of calls. And the pick before the Seahawks took a bunch of calls on teams who, especially maybe earlier in that second round, would have drafted the Notre Dame running back. But it feels like the running back well will run dry for at least the second round. We'll get back into play in round 3. So the Jags sit there 56, which would be, the 24th pick of tonight. If they have eyes on and head set on a particular prospect. Now when we make moves, remember that old trade value chart? It was so mismatched when you were trying to go shooting way up the board. Well, it matches up pretty good now. Now you move up 6 or 8 spots in a round. You just throw in a later 5th rounder, and you're good to go. So I would, and I wonder if I could be so prescient. There's your wordy. Good morning, friend.
What's up, Pastor Jeffrey?
Yeah, I wonder if I could be so prescient as to go ahead and predict the Dream Finders poll question. Although my guy's probably reeling after that basketball loss last night. I don't know how clear his thinking would be as he went to bed. But the question will be this. We had a yes or no yesterday. You can almost do it today. Will the Jaguars' first selection in the second round be pick number 56? Yes or no? What would you say, ET, right now to that question?
I think we might jump up a little bit, man.
I would say no. Either jump up a little bit or see the guys you really wanted, and now you got 30 guys that you like for your 7 draft picks. If it depends on how it sorts, this is where you got to look. They pride themselves on some secrecy that they think they have downtown. In today's day and age, no one is as secret as they think they are. But the mindset that only Baselli, Cohen, and Gladstone knows certain things, okay. Let me know when it all sorts out at the end of the road. So unless you see that mystical value board that they've got pinned up down there, it's hard enough. Look, if they've got a guy who they've valued as the 17th best prospect and tick, 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 we're down to pick 40, it might be time to move, But there's a lot of edge rushers, outside linebackers, tight ends, defensive tackles. There's a lot out there, boys. Maybe it's most prudent to sit where you are. Or maybe take a couple of those thirds and see if you can't get up into the second, if that is the best strategy. And again, that's where you count on that army of scouts and front office personnel that have gone through way more than we pretend to. I said this yesterday in the crosstalk. The one thing that you get lured into in the mock drafts, whenever you're looking up a prospect that your team might be interested in, they're showing you his highlight reel. That's what you see. All of these guys look like future. They're all conference players of the year. They're all, this national award finalist. That's where you count on the really good ones and differentiate. Which I'm going to slide off into one overall draft note from last night. Along those themes, the good ones can differentiate. They know when it's time to strike and when it's not. I think the Rams have gotten a lot of credit for that through the years. Buddy, that's getting put to the test here with this one. The Rams last night with the 13th pick in the draft took Ty Simpson, the quarterback out of Alabama. Now that it can, one, reflect the abundance of riches you feel you have on your roster. But no, more so, I think it's proven a belief that this is the guy. He'll replace Stafford, and we'll keep rolling. So we're going to see how that plays out, man. That seems to be awfully dicey, just based on the number of starts that Simpson has made in his career. And if you go down the list of fewest starts by quarterbacks taken in the first round, it is not a good list. It was Anthony Richardson. It was Dwayne Haskins. And one other one that flamed and failed. So the biggest thing working against Simpson is the number of starts he's had in the NFL. But you've got a quarterback firmly in place there, so he's got 1 year to get up and rolling, because the Matthew Stafford will he retire narrative is going to bang awful hard after next season. They're in the middle of a Super Bowl window. You're telling me you don't have somewhere on that roster you could have provided a more significant depth or upgrade? I don't know, man. Who was their backup? Garoppolo? I think it was Garoppolo, and I think he's talking about retiring. So, again, though, you're not bringing in a rookie to carry on a Super Bowl charge. But we'll see. Again, the other side of that, if you start, that doesn't mean that if he started another 30 games, he wouldn't be just as highly thought of. And if you are the Rams, you've got a landing spot there of knowing you have a good team. But I bring that in because obviously the biggest influence here in Jacksonville is the Rams. What you got?
I Googled it, and already the depth chart at quarterbacks: Matt Stafford, Ty Simpson, Stetson Bennett.
Okay, yeah. So I think Garoppolo was there, but I could be wrong on that. He bounced around a little bit. He was on one of those contenders. I believe it was the Rams. I believe. So as he should be. He's the 13th pick in the draft. And if anybody can get him up to speed, look, the boys on the panel, while no one has Ty Simpson projected that high, the boys on the panel last night seemed to think that it's not a terrible pick by the Rams and that Sean McVay and that system is fit perfectly for him. We shall see, but certainly a bit of a reach. But
they didn't look so happy when that pick came in.
Who?
McVay.
Oh, he didn't?
Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't see. I was watching ball.
Oh, no. McVay didn't look happy about it.
That seems out of step with what the Rams typically seem to do. And look, I bring all this up because we know these dudes over here think they're Rams East, right? That's their influence. That's fine. So if you're going to model a franchise, that's a good one. But that's also modeling a franchise that's willing to say, yeah, we'll go quarterback pick 13. That's also a franchise that said, yeah, we're willing to trade 2 first-rounders to move up to number 2 in the draft and take Travis Hunter. That mindset is what would make me click no on that theoretical poll question. Will the Jags' first pick in the second round tonight be pick number 56 as scheduled? Nah. Whether it's moving up, 8 or 10, moving back, and for whatever reason, they got to be. When the story is told after the fact, I promise you they were busy last night at the end of that first round. As I know how important that fifth-year option and future compensatory pick are to the health of your organization and how important it is to them because they tell us. And in fairness to the group down there, they may be super secret until things happen, but leading up, they give you all the clues, man. They tell you. We left that season-ending press conference with a couple of thoughts. Etienne and Lloyd won't be here next year. They all but tell you. And they screamed at us at that press conference, screamed in their I'm telling you whisper, that Brian Thomas was still firmly in the plans. And, buddy, all the way through the end of the first round last night, the projection, Brian Thomas. Okay. All right, whatever. There are lots of other dots to connect from last night's draft, but we'll focus a lot today on the Jags, obviously. As we get you up and rolling on a GFL Friday, that's Green for Life. We've got Captain Kevin Favor. When we come back on the other side, we'll set the scene out on the waterways for you. Got Big Pat Young today. And boy, what a difference a week makes if you're talking about the Gator basketball perspective. Suddenly, a roster that looks more than formidable and is popping at no. I cannot right now find a preseason top 25 that doesn't have Florida as the number 1 team. For what it's worth. Last I checked, you cut the nets down at the beginning of this month. Not in the way too early top 25s at the end of April. Did the whisper say he was going to be in this week? I'm just not sure if he's with Carson or.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't think so. But
rumors
I'll verify.
Rumors pre-draft that Carson Beck might fly all the way up into the first round. I'm not going to lie. When I saw Ty Simpson go 13, among those unopened presents this morning, as I scrolled down primarily to see if the Jags pulled a big move and got back into the first round. And I was also looking to Carson Beck because when Simpson goes 13, anybody else that you may have projected Simpson at the bottom of the round, maybe they think Beck. And if a team likes Simpson so much more than you know they like him, that's something else that comes out in round 1. Teams like players so much more than you thought. Caleb Banks may fall all the way to the 50th pick. Yes, sure he will. Or go first round to the Vikings. Ty Simpson, maybe a second-round pick. Yes, sure he will, unless the Rams get him at 13. Captain Kev is next. It's a GFL Friday. The text line is open. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010.
Good morning. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Starting from scratch, this was my team. The historical significance of starting something.
1010XL.
That was my team.
Home of the Jaguars. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
My name is Savannah, and I was looking for a way to track my fitness results in a tangible way. I chose DexaFit Jacksonville because I wanted real, measurable results. After one quick DEXA scan, I knew my exact body fat, muscle mass, visceral fat, and even bone density. No guessing, just data. It gave me a clear baseline so I can now set my goals and track my progress with a lot of confidence. If you want real insight into your body, I highly recommend DexaFit Jacksonville. Book your scan today at jacksonville.dexafit.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, I'll tell you, you got one option. It's Chad and Sandy. Or another option, just fruitless frustration. Now with Chad and Sandy, see, they get to the solution real quick. Let's get to the punchline. Your home sold guaranteed or they will buy it. That's why you got to go to ChadAndSandy.com or call them today at 414-6200. Government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. You call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need max price, need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free. Chad and Sandy got this science-based market max system. It's proven, it's repeatable, and they guarantee they'll sell your home. Using the proprietary market max, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. We trust them. You can too. ChadAndSandy.com. ChadAndSandy.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses. No dry, crumbly subs here. Only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do. Stop in at a Circle K and make yours a Dandy today.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler, and this Mother's Day, we'd like to help you celebrate Mom with up to 40% off our entire inventory. GIA-certified natural diamonds and lab-grown diamonds, beautiful colored gemstones, designer brands, custom jewelry design, and Monahan Jewelers offers interest-free financing on any purchase, so get something special with a payment you can afford. Come celebrate Mom with fine jewelry at up to 40% off at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. I am attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow. 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com.
Hey, I've got that craving again. How about some Mr. Chubby's wings?
Have you had the Chubby style wings? Grilled to perfection with Chubby's secret seasoning.
You know I have. They are so delicious. I swear you can't find anywhere in town with better wings and better prices on drinks.
So many different specials each night, too. Well, I'm ready to chub it up again.
Me too.
See all their specials at MrChubby'sWings.com. Locations on Fleming Island, the West Side, and Ponte Vedra Beach. Mr. Chubby's Wings. Before the game, after the game, and during the game.
Jacksonville, your refund just hit. Don't let it vanish on bills. Superior Fence and Rail doubles it. Match up to $250 on 100 feet or more. Picture this. One-day install transforms your yard into a private oasis with a quality that turns heads. From check to fenced paradise, faster than you think. Call today or visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
SuperiorFenceandRail.com. It's time to take your season to the next level when the Jaguars return to the bank in 2026. Become a season ticket member and unlock exclusive access to ticketed events, members-only experiences, NFL membership club perks, and more. Availability is limited due to in-bowl renovations, so don't wait. Call 904-633-2000 or visit Jaguars.com/season tickets to secure your spot at the center of the action. We'll see you at the bank this fall.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, Captain Kevin Favors Fishing Report. Reeled in by Sunrise Heating and AC of North Florida and CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living on 1010XL.
This should be the soundtrack when you just, pull up away from the dock and head out for a morning of fishing. I'm in favor of it. An anthem. Good morning, Captain Kev, as we fire up the hotline. I've told you many times about my neighbor's an avid fisherman. He's got a boat. They go all the time. I don't see him bring home a lot of fish often, but I think they've finally stumbled onto some honey holes. So now when I ask him how did it go, it's just full of, this trout, this flounder, that, and the other.
Wow.
So fishing must be pretty good.
Yeah, it's been an amazing week. Obviously, we had some crappy weather, like Monday and Tuesday, and it just went back to like being beautiful. And the last few days, been able to get offshore, caught a cobia yesterday. Real nice fish, about 30, 35 pounds. So there's plenty of bait on the beach, Jeff. It's a little tough to catch, but it's there. You have to watch your bottom recorder. And then there's rays on the beach. I mean, it's perfect for April. I mean, which is we just don't get this kind of weather anymore. And the last few days, it's been outstanding. And then for Saturday and Sunday, might absolutely be the best weekend of the year that we've had because all the fish are here. The only thing that we haven't caught yet is the kingfish. I had a friend of mine catch a tarpon yesterday at the inlet. There's cobia on the beach, so it's going to be outstanding.
Well, I'm really it's a high percentage that I'm throwing in the back of the truck, and I'm going to try it again surf fishing. I need a current report. That's all I care about this morning.
Yeah, there's very very little current.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Talk to me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's supposed to blow southwest at 5.
Oh,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow you're getting a better report when you're there doing your diligence on the outdoor show. You're getting a better report from me tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, I think surf fishing is going to be outstanding. Let's see, you have you have a low tide like middle of the day, so it should be good.
Okay.
It should be really good. Yeah.
Overall, it says it sounds like the best bet is just get a line in the water.
It is, Jeff. Seriously.
Yeah.
If you want to go red fishing, go red fishing. I talked to a very very good friend of mine, Captain Corey Sparks. He had a couple charters this weekend. He loves to throw artificials, and he blistered the trout this week up around Pine Island and those areas. So yeah, just about anything you want to do. I mean, maybe flounder fishing's slow right now, but besides that, everything else has been outstanding.
I may have asked you this question before. Is there much artificial fishing done in the surf here? Like, I know it's way popular in the Gulf. It's flatter conditions typically, but is there? I don't know if I've ever seen anybody fishing artificial surf fishing. I'm not.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, some people do it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's now basically what you'll see a guy with his surf stake, with a surf rod out, and then he's got a little rod that he's pitching,
just messing around with.
Yeah. While he's waiting on a bite or something like that.
Yeah.
But as just throwing artificials, no. You don't hear about it very often.
I like the activity of the artificial, but I also like the anticipation of your standard surf fishing for sure. Look, you get the artificial. I can do that in the golf course pond, buddy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that. All right, outdoor show tomorrow, my man.
Yep, we'll all be there. It's gonna be fun. We got a lot to talk about. It should be outstanding.
Okay, well, it sounds great, and we'll talk to you next week, and hopefully with fish in the cooler.
Absolutely, buddy. Yep. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, man. All right, there he goes. That's Captain Kevin Favor, best in the biz. I got a Dailies double take here. I thought this was kind of cool. As last night, I watched a lot of basketball, obviously Hawks Knicks, and I also watched a lot of the draft. And as I was watching the draft, I noted Jordan Tyson, that Arizona wide receiver that a lot of people love. Cornell Tate ended up going ahead of him. That was somewhat of a mild surprise. But Tyson, number 8 overall, he goes to the Saints. And then I'm flipping back and forth. I'm watching the Cavs and the Raptors play a little bit. And I see this dude for the Cavs, Jalen Tyson. So, Jordan Tyson, Jalen Tyson. I see, and Jalen Tyson, by the way, is playing, 15, 20 minutes in the game. He had 13 points last night. And, yeah, it's his brother. Big night for the Tyson family. Man, that's just an abundance of family athletic ability, isn't it? I mean, I got one dude playing 16 minutes, scoring 13 in the NBA playoffs. And then I got his brother, Jordan, going in the top 10 of the draft. So, shout out to the Tyson family this morning, huh?
And it was a playoff game. Probably you would think it was a regular season game, he'd probably be there for his little brother.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But since it's a playoff game,
sure.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
it's
either
playoffs.
way. Yeah, that's for sure. That's the Daily's Double Take brought to you this morning by the Pure Deliciousness, man. Stop by the deli today. They're all over town, and you don't need to take 2 stops. You don't need to get gas and then go get lunch. Or you don't need to get, batteries and then go get lunch. Just stop in the dash and make it your destination. I'm telling you, pure deliciousness, great value, terrific food. It's the Daily's Double Take. Oh, those Tyson boys. All right, I got this for you, and then I'm going to come back with, hey, round 1 in the books, we've got a one-night extravaganza. The Jags will have 4 picks. In the next, 68, we'll get 4 of them if they stay put. And so I got a mock draft. I'm going to give you an idea of some of those players we've kind of associated with the Jaguars and where they are and where they might project now that 32 have been selected. So we got that when we come back. Meanwhile, you said that Sean McVay's face didn't exactly scream excitement over the Rams going Ty Simpson at 13.
Correct.
That seems odd to me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Ty Simpson was interviewed on Sirius XM radio after the first round.
Uh-huh.
Said he's never even met Sean McVay.
There you have it.
I'll credit this line to the text liner who sent it to me. The Rams used the Falcons pick to make a Falcons pick. They got that pick from Atlanta last year on a draft day trade. Anywho, all right, a mock draft and who the Jags may have their eye on when we return. It's a GFL Friday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get a Gator baseball chomp on 1010XL.
Top 10 Texas A&M slides into the swamp for a weekend series against 21st ranked Florida. Aggies Gators. Friday night, Saturday at 5, and Sunday at 1 on 1010 AM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Stunning visuals, extended arrangements. Experience Pink Floyd like never before. Floyd Nation returns to the Florida Theater with the Inner Light Tour, a powerful, immersive live show with the music you love. Wish you were here, comfortably numb, time, and another brick in the wall. It's more than a tribute, it's a journey. Floyd Nation, November 13th at Florida Theater. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
Some plumbing companies say they're local, right up until you realize their headquarters are in New York City. At Hall & Sons Plumbing, we're actually from here. Born, raised, and fixing leaks right here in Jacksonville. Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Daly's. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Daly's is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Daly's. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Daly's is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Daly's. Daly's is made fresh, it's made local, and Daly's is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Bari. Bari Orthopedics is your choice when it comes to an injury. We're here for you and your loved ones to deliver excellent treatment and care fast the first time. Trust your care in our hands. Get same-day appointments for your injuries with 3 locations. If it hurts, ask us first. Bari Orthopedics.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Be popping our way back in here on a GFL Friday. What? What do we do for a living here, ET? We talk sports.
We talk sports.
We try and stay on top of things as best we can.
We try.
I mean, look, when you're headlong in opinion and things are flying, are you completely, totally, always dead on, factually correct?
Not all the time.
Maybe not all the time. But if the Jaguars had 2 picks in the second round and 3 picks in the third round, you think I'd know?
Yeah.
I'd probably know that, right?
Yeah.
So I appreciate the help. It was probably meant not in any kind of way. But the Jags have 5 picks today, 2 2s and 3 3s. Bro, I don't know what draft you're looking at, but it ain't this one. Jags pick number 56 overall. And then they pick 81, 88, and 100. Those are the Jaguars'